Good day to you. So we'll be talking about how to sew a flex skirt. So when you start sewing, you first of all cut your lining, and to cut the lining you fold your lining into two, like so. Fold it into two. So after folding, you place your flay like so, and by the time you place your flay, the next thing you do is to cut it off. So I'm just gonna cut it off like so. I'll come to the bottom part and cut it all around. Cut it off now. I'm just gonna take a little from this point. Hope you can see. Thing I'm going to do now is to take half of an inch from the bottom part, or 1 inch from the bottom part. So I'll be taking 1 inch from the bottom part here. This is the lining. I'm taking off 1 inch from the bottom part. So I'm just going to remove the 1 inch all around. So here it is. Now we are done with the front panel. The next thing now is to cut the lining for the two back piece. Remember, there is a zipper allowance. So you use the same method that we used in cutting out for the front panel. You use the same method for these two back pieces as well. So I've cut out the lining for the back panel and the front panel. So to start sewing, what I'm simply gonna do now is to bring, this is my front panel. What I'll do now, I'll place the fabric on the front panel. This is the right side. So I will take it to the sewing machine now. This is the bottom part, and I'll place the fabric at same points with the bottom part. Hope you can see. I'll align the two pieces together and then sew it, take it to the sewing machine and sew with half of an inch all round. So I've sewn the bottom part now. What I'm going to do is to sew the sides. And to start sewing the sides, I'm going to make it, this is the waist part, okay, the upper part. So I'll start sewing it at the waist part down, and by the time I get to this point, I'll have something like this, and I'll just sew like so and stitch that point. So I'll go over that again. I'll sew from here, the waistline. I'll make the lining and the fabric to be equal, and then sew from the top right straight to the bottom parts. And I'll do the same thing to this other side as well. So I've sewn the two sides now. Hope you can see. I've sewn it, and this is the other side, and I've also sewn it as well. So what I'm going to do now is to turn over. I'll flip it over to the right side, okay? And after flipping, I'm going to be making the edges to be sharp with my scissors, okay? So because the lining is shorter than the fabric, this is what you will get at the bottom part, okay? So what I'm going to do now is to press with my iron. So I've sewn lining to the three panels. This is the front panel and these are the back panels. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to take it to the sewing machine and mash these two edges together. So I'm just going to take it to the sewing machine and sew the lining to the fabric. I'll do that to the three panels. So I've mashed the three panels together. Next thing now is to sew the back panels together. The notched part is the zipper part, so I'm just going to look for the notched part. This is the notched part. But the first thing I'll do is to attach my bands. So this is the band. So what I'm going to do now is to place my band like this. This is the right side, this is also the right side. So I'll place it on my fabric like this. This is the right side of this panel, this is the front panel, and I'll take it to the sewing machine and sew with half of an inch allowance, and I will just sew it all round. As I'm sewing it, I'll make sure I move it, or I'll place the band like so, Hope you can see. After placing the band, this is the folded part. This is the folded part. This is how where you have the pieces. So I'll bring my panel and place it like this and run my stitch straight downward from the top with half of an inch sewing allowance, or you can simply do it like this. Anyhow you do it is still the same thing as far as you attach the both things together. So as you can see, I've sewn the band to it. I'll do the same thing to the other that's the other panels, the back panels as well. So I've attached the band to all the panels. The next thing is to grab my two back panels, place them right side facing each other, that is at the zipper part, align the two pieces together, and then mark my zipper points. So I'm going to be marking 2 inches for my zipper. Please don't mind me, 7 inches. Okay, so I'm marking 7 inches for the zipper. Here is 7 inches. So I'm going to be sewing with 1 inch downward. Okay, so I'll be sewing this part like so. All right, I've sewn it now. The next thing I'm going to do now is to open and press with my iron. Okay, so I'm just going to open it and then press with my iron. So I've pressed with my iron. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to fix in my zipper. So I have sewn the zipper now. The next thing is to place my back panel and my front piece together, right side facing each other, and pin the two sides together. So I have pinned the sides together. The next thing I'm going to do is to draft the waist measurement, and the waist we are working with is 28. So 28 divided by 2, that will give us 14. So I will mark out 14 inches at the waist part. So this is the 14 inches. It's exact 14 inches and with the sewing allowance. So I will sew it down. This side I don't need to mark it, it's a flare. So I will use 1 inch to sew it down. Use 1 inch to sew it down, and after which I'll press with my iron. So I have sewn the both sides now. Now your flare skirt is ready. As for the lining, you can decide not to attach lining to it. Okay, it's not a must you attach lining. And when you sew this flare skirt with a crepe material, oh my god, it always looks beautiful. So here is your flare skirt. It's ready now. The flare skirt and the waistband. Okay,